Hidden in plain sight, on the grounds of the Central Intelligence Agency headquarters in Langley, Virginia, lies one of the world's most famous unsolved puzzles. It's a sculpture, a work of art named Kryptos, and for over 3 decades, it has taunted and tantalized the brightest minds in cryptography, code breaking, and intelligence. Unveiled in 1990, Kryptos is more than just a striking piece of copper and stone. It's a challenge, a riddle wrapped in an enigma, containing 4 distinct encrypted messages etched into its surface. This isn't just a game, it's a message from a former CIA artist, Jim Sanborn, designed to test the very skills of the agency it stands before. The world's best cryptanalysts, both inside and outside the CIA, have thrown themselves at this puzzle. They've cracked the first 3 sections, revealing poetic and cryptic passages. But the 4th, the final, most elusive part, a mere 97 characters, remains a stubborn secret. It has defied every attempt, every theory, every supercomputer thrown at it. What secret is so important that it's been kept under lock and key, in public view, for more than 30 years? Is it a clue to a hidden location, a philosophical musing, or something far more profound? Today, we're diving deep into the mystery of Kryptos. We'll explore the parts that have been solved, examine the clues left by the artist, and delve into the most compelling theories about what that final message, known as K4, might finally reveal. This is the story of the CIA's unsolvable puzzle. To understand the challenge of Kryptos, we first need to look at what has been solved. The sculpture is divided into 4 sections: K1, K2, K3, and K4. The first 3 were cracked by intelligence experts and amateur sleuths alike throughout the 1990s. The artist, Jim Sanborn, used several classic and modified cryptographic techniques to encode his messages, creating a layered puzzle that gets progressively harder. Let's start with K1. This section was cracked using a method known as the Vigenère cipher. Think of it like a more complex version of the simple substitution ciphers you might have played with as a kid. Instead of just shifting the alphabet by a fixed number, a Vigenère cipher uses a keyword to create multiple different shifts. It's like having 26 different secret codes all mixed together. The key to unlocking K1 was the keyword palimpsest, a word that means a manuscript page from which the text has been scraped or washed off so that it can be used again. A fitting choice, don't you think? Once decoded, K1 reads, "Between subtle shading and the absence of light lies the nuance of occlusion." The misspelling of illusion as occlusion is intentional, a deliberate quirk by Sanborn to make the code-breaking process even trickier. It's the first hint that nothing about Kryptos is straightforward. Next up is K2. This section also uses a Vigenère cipher, but with a different keyword, abscissa, a mathematical term for the x-coordinate. Cracking this part revealed a new layer of complexity. Not only was the message encrypted, but it also contained coordinates. The decoded text reads, "It was totally invisible. How's that possible? They used the Earth's magnetic field. X, the information was gathered and transmitted underground to an unknown location. X, does Langley know about this? It's buried out there somewhere. X, who knows the exact location? Only WW. The coordinates embedded within point to a location just a few hundred feet away from the sculpture itself, and that WW at the end. It's believed to be a reference to William Webster, who was the director of the CIA when the sculpture was dedicated. This part feels like a page torn from a spy novel, hinting at secret operations and buried secrets right on CIA grounds. Again, Sanborn intentionally included misspellings, like underground, to throw codebreakers off the scent. Then we come to K3. This is where things get even more difficult. K3 uses a completely different method, called a transpositional cipher. Instead of substituting letters, this type of cipher scrambles their order according to a complex set of rules. Imagine writing a message into a grid and then reading it out in a different, jumbled-up pattern. That's the basic idea. After years of work, David Stein, a CIA analyst, finally cracked it. The decrypted text is a passage from the diary of archaeologist Howard Carter, written on the day he opened Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922. It reads, slowly, desperately slowly. The remains of passage debris that encumbered the lower part of the doorway were removed. With trembling hands, I made a tiny breach in the upper left-hand corner, and then, widening the hole a little, I inserted the candle and peered in. The hot air escaping from the chamber caused the flame to flicker, but presently details of the room within emerged from the mist. X, can you see anything? Q, this passage evokes a powerful sense of discovery, of revealing something that has been hidden for centuries. A perfect metaphor for the entire Kryptos puzzle. But it's that final question, can you see anything? That sets the stage for the ultimate challenge, K4, and that brings us to the Great Wall, the final frontier of Kryptos, the 97 characters of K4. For over 30 years, this short string of letters has resisted every attempt at decryption. The text is, Obruach so gulb scruf, and so on. It sits there, mocking everyone who tries to understand it. The difficulty lies in its brevity. With only 97 characters, there's very little data to work with. Standard cryptographic analysis techniques, which rely on finding patterns and frequencies in large amounts of text, are almost useless here. It's like trying to solve a Sudoku puzzle with only a few numbers filled in. The artist, Jim Sanborn, now in his late 70s, has been both helpful and mischievous over the years. He's confirmed that the previous 3 sections contain clues for solving the 4th. He has also occasionally dropped hints to spur on the public. In 2010, he revealed that characters 64 through 69 of K for the sequence NYPVT decode to Berlin. In 2014, he gave another clue, stating that characters 70 through 74 the sequence MZFPK decode to clock. So now we have Berlin clock. This sent the community of Kryptos sleuths into a frenzy. Theories immediately pointed to the famous Mengenlehre, or Berlin clock, a unique timepiece in Germany that tells time using illuminated colored fields. Could the clock's unique system of representing time be the key to the cipher? More recently, Sanborn dropped what might be his final clue. He revealed that characters 26 through 34 the sequence QQP are NGKSS, decode to northeast. So, we have Berlin clock and northeast. What could this possibly mean? A direction from the Berlin clock? A reference to a location northeast of something? Each clue seems to open up a dozen new questions. Some theories suggest it points to a specific place in Germany. Others think it's a metaphor, and Berlin might refer to the Cold War, while clock refers to time or a countdown. The northeast could be a compass bearing or a reference to a specific map. The possibilities are maddeningly endless. One popular theory is that K4 is not encrypted with a single method, but with multiple layers of obfuscation. Sanborn might have masked the text first with one cipher, then another, creating a cryptographic labyrinth. He has hinted that to solve K4, you have to do something globally with the information from K1, K2, and K3. You can't just look at K4 in isolation. You have to understand the entire sculpture as one coherent system. The mystery of K4 has become a cultural phenomenon. It's been featured in books, including Dan Brown's The Da Vinci Code, and has inspired a dedicated global community of amateur codebreakers who collaborate online, sharing theories and dead ends. They call themselves the Kryptos Group. For them, it's not just a puzzle, it's a quest. They pore over satellite imagery, historical texts, and cryptographic manuals, all in the hope of being the one to finally unlock the secret. So what does K4 mean? The artist himself has said that he believes the puzzle won't be solved in his lifetime. He has given the solution to the CIA director, sealed in an envelope, to be opened upon his death or confirmation of the solution. But until then, the mystery endures. Could K4 be a final, profound statement about the nature of secrecy and information? A commentary on the very agency it sits in front of? Or is it something more personal, a final message from the artist to the world? The beauty of Kryptos is that, for now, it can be all of these things. It forces us to question, to analyze, to think outside the box. It's a testament to the enduring power of a good mystery. What do you think? The clues are Berlin clock and northeast. The previous sections talk about illusion, secret underground transmissions, and the opening of a tomb. How do they all connect? Is there a pattern we're all missing? Leave your best theories in the comments below. Let's see if we can crack this thing together. Maybe, just maybe, one of you watching holds the key. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's greatest unsolved mysteries.